Hello students, good morning. I'm Prem Gupta, your English teacher. Dear students, in the previous classes we were discussing the chapter 15 of English grammar, that is the tenses. Dear students, in this chapter we have read in present tense. In the present tense we have read present indefinite, present continuous, present perfect, continuous tense. And we have also completed in past tense, past indefinite tense, past continuous tense, and today we will discuss the past perfect tense. Dear students, those who did not attend the previous class can watch the previous video at my YouTube channel. So students, today we will discuss about the perfect tense. It denotes the perfection of an action. It denotes that any action has been completed in the past time. Okay students, so just open your notebook and write down what does mean by past perfect tense. So just see, put the heading past perfect tense. And past perfect tense is used to show the completion of an action. It is used to show the completion of the action. It means the action is not in progress mode. It has been completed. Okay, when with the till before or already, it means the action has been completed till that time when you are saying, and or you can say action has been completed before the time, and or it is already completed. It means it denotes the action, completion of an action. Okay, so just see, it is written here, past perfect tense is used to show the completion of an action. Okay, so students, just write down this heading, and after that you will also write the things which is written on the board. Past perfect tense is used to show the completion of an action with till, before, already, or etc. Okay students, only you keep in your mind that the action has been completed in the past time. Okay, suppose that I had completed 2 minutes before the another class. It means that action has been completed. Okay, before or already. Okay, so you keep in your mind that in past perfect tense the action has been completed already in the past time. And dear students, one more thing that you should keep in your mind, no need to write, only I'm just telling you. In this tense, in past perfect tense, we use only one helping verb, that is had. In present perfect tense, we use two helping verbs, has and have. But in the past perfect tense, we will use only had and all kinds of subject. Either the subject is singular or plural, no matter. Okay, we will use the helping verb had with singular subject with all the pronouns, and we will also use with the plural subject and all the pronouns given in that. Okay students, so you keep in your mind that we use the helping verb had with all kinds of subject in the past perfect tense. Okay students, so just write down this thing, put the heading past perfect tense, then you will write past perfect tense is used to show the completion of an action with till, before, already, etc. Okay students, I hope that you all have written. Okay, so students, now we will discuss the formation of past perfect tense. Okay, so I'm going to erase it. Now we will put the heading formation of past perfect tense. Okay students, if you are getting any kind of difficulties, any kind of problem in tenses, you may ask on WhatsApp, and you can also complete the exercises given in this chapter. There are so many topics I have taught in this chapter. There are so many exercises given. You try to complete it, but I will send later after completion of the chapter. Let's see, formation of, put the heading formation of past perfect tense. Formation of past perfect tense. Let's see. Formation of past perfect tense. Okay, dear students, in each tenses I have already told that there are three kinds of formation we do in each tenses. Affirmative. Okay, we form the affirmative sentences, negative sentences, and interrogative sentences. And in interrogative there are two types of interrogative: yes no type and WS type, that we have already discussed in the previous tenses. So here we will discuss again the formation of past perfect tense. So first of all we will discuss what? Affirmative. Okay, affirmative sentences. Just say, students, what would be the structure of it? You can also write in your notebook. There will be subject. Okay, then after helping verb there is only one helping verb, had, with all kinds of subject. So no need to think that we will there is another helping verb. Only there is one helping verb, that is had. So keep in your mind, that is also very simple. Then after third form of the verb. Third form of the verb means past participle form of the verb. Suppose that I have told you already, go is the main form of the verb, that is known as first form of the verb. Went is the second form of the verb, that is also known as past form of the verb. Okay, gone is the third form of the verb, and that is also known as past participle form of the verb. So students, we have to use here past participle form of the verb in this tense. Okay, in perfect tense. So just see here, there will be subject, then after helping verb had, then after third form of the verb, if object is there or complement is there, you will also mention here. Okay, then after full stop. So this is the structure, and on the basis of this structure you have to make the sentences. You can see the sentences. You see, subject. Suppose that your subject is Mohan. Okay, so just see, that is singular, and I have already told you in this tense we will use only one helping verb, that is had. Either the subject is singular or plural. So just see here, we will use here had, no matter the subject is singular or plural. So just see, Mohan had read. Yes, students, the third form of the read is read. Okay, there is no changing in the form of the verb. He had read a book. Okay, that is your object. You can see, Mohan had read a book. Okay, so just here we are getting that the action has been completed in the past time. So just see, Mohan had read a book. One more example we can see, children. Just see here, children is what? Plural. But we will also use the same helping verb, that is had, because I have told you either the subject is singular or plural, no matter. We will use only one helping verb, that is had. Okay, students? So just here, children had play. Play is the main form of the verb, that is the first form of the verb, in which we will add ed to make the third form of the verb. Okay, so children had played football. Okay, student? So this is your example. Okay, no matter our subject is singular or plural, we will use only one helping verb, that is had. Okay, keep in your mind, there will be subject, the helping verb, third form of the verb, then object. And on the basis of this structure, I have formed the two sentences here on the board. You can also write from there. Mohan had read a book and children had played football. Okay, students, I hope that you all have understood. And now you write it in your notebook, or you may also take the screenshot. Now we will discuss the next form, that is negative form, that is negative sentences. Okay, students? So just see, I am going to erase it and put the heading negative sentences. Dear students, if you are getting any kind of difficulties in this tense, you may ask on WhatsApp. So just see. For the heading second B, that is negative sentences. Affirmative sentences we have discussed already. Okay, now we will discuss the negative sentences. Dear students, in this sentence we use the negative word not only, and the same structure we will follow. You can see here there will be subject. Okay, then after helping verb had, the same helping verb will be there, and then after not. Okay, here we will use the negative word not. Okay, that is the difference between the affirmative and negative. Here we will add one more word, that is negative word not. Subject will be there, helping verb will be there, negative word will be there, then after third form of the verb will be there, then after object or complement we will use here, and at the end of the sentence we will use full stop. So this is your structure, and on the basis of this structure you have to construct, you have to form the sentences. You can see the same sentence I will write. Okay, Mohan had not, here so you can see there is negative word. Okay, Mohan had not read a book. Okay, so just see, Mohan had not read a book. Okay, on another sentence we can see, children had not played cricket. Children had not played cricket. So see, this is your sentences. Mohan had not read a book. Children had not played cricket. And the sentences is based on this structure. Subject, you can see, had, you can see, negative word, you can see, third form of the verb, you can see, object, you can see. Okay, students, so this is the structure that you have to keep in your mind. The structure of negative sentence of past perfect tense. Okay, students, so write down in your notebook, and I hope that you all have understood, and you may take the screenshot also. And now we will discuss the next structure, next sentence, that is interrogative. Okay, so I'm going to erase it. Now we will discuss the third and last sentence, that is interrogative. Okay, students, just put the heading. Put the heading interrogative. Interrogative sentence. Just see, interrogative sentence. And just see here, what would be the interrogative sentence? Just see, there are two types of interrogative sentence you have already read, okay, and the previous tenses. So just see, there are two types of interrogative sentence. First of all, we will discuss the SNO type. Its answer can be given in one word, and it always start with the helping verb. You all have read. What does mean by SNO type interrogative sentence? It always start with the helping verb, okay, and end with the question mark, and its answer can be given in one word. So just see here, what would be the structure of it? Helping verb you all know, had. Okay, so in the beginning of the sentence we will write the helping verb had, then after subject, okay, then after, if negative word is there you can also mention. If there is no negative word you will not mention. Had, subject, then after third form of the verb, then after object, then after question mark. Okay, this is your structure. And there is helping verb, then after subject, then after third form of the verb, then after object, then after question mark. Example we can see. You see, had Mohan read a book. Had Mohan read a book? Okay, you can see, had Mohan read a book? This is the sentence that is based on this structure. Had, subject, third form of the verb, object, okay, question mark. And one more sentence we can see. Had children played football? Question mark. You can see that is another sentence. Had children played football? Okay, had children played football, that is also your yes no type interrogative sentence of past perfect tense. Okay students, so write it. And there are another types, that is WH type. Okay students, now we will discuss the WH type interrogative sentences. Okay students, you write it in your notebook. I am going to erase it. I hope that you all have written. Okay, the another form we will discuss now. Just see. Just see the another form, that is WH type. Okay, WH type interrogative sentence. Just see, WH type. I have already told you what does mean by WH type interrogative sentence. It always start with the WH word. What are the WH word? What, why, when, which, whose, etc. are the WH word. And we in the beginning of the sentence we use the WH word. Okay, and at the end of the sentence we use question mark. Just see, here we will use structure. We can write, okay, WH word. And what are the WH word? I have told you already. Then after you will use the helping verb had. Then after you will use the subject. Then after you will use the third form of the verb. Then after you will use the object. Okay, then after you will use question mark. So just see, this is the structure of WH type interrogative of past perfect tense. Example we can see. Just see, just see, when Mohan, just see, when Mohan had, sorry, dear students, just see, after WH word we will use what? Helping verb. Just see, when had Mohan, you can see WH word, helping verb had, then Mohan. When had Mohan read a book? You can put the question mark at the end of the sentence. You see students, when had Mohan read a book? That is your WH type interrogative sentence. Okay, another sentence you can see. Where had children played football? That is the another WH type interrogative sentence. You can see, and you can also write, where had children played football? Okay, so we can form the sentences on the basis of it. You can see WH word, helping verb had, subject, third form of the verb, object, then after question mark. You can see the sentence, when had Mohan read a book? Okay, where had children played football? Okay, So these are the two sentences that you have to write in your notebook. Okay, dear students, today we have read past perfect tense. In past perfect tense, we have read what does mean by past perfect tense, and formation of past perfect tense, affirmative sentences, negative sentences, and interrogative sentences. In interrogative sentences, we have read SNO type and WS type. I hope that you all have understood the things. If you are getting any kind of difficulties, any kind of problems, any kind of doubts, you can ask on WhatsApp. That's all for today. Thank you.